Joining us on the phone is Jeff Meuler, a Robert W. Baird analyst who has outperform rating on Equifax with a target of 141. Why the outperform with all of this still surrounding the company?
Yeah, so we did reduce our price target when the news first came out, but it is our view that this remains an attractive business and an attractive industry, and the market's now taken about $5.5 billion of market cap off the stock, and in our view, that's a over-discounting of what we view as the, probability weighted range of potential outcomes here.
But let's walk through the different issues. I mean, at one end, you have a PR issue, especially people have been trying to access Equifax. There have been a lot of bad reports about how they weren't able to do that. You have the optics of some C-suite executives selling some shares when they maybe already knew about the news. You got class action lawsuits, and now you have the fact that they didn't fix it when they could have. I mean, at what point do you say enough is enough? There's just too much short-term noise.
Well, I mean, there for sure is a lot of short-term noise, but the stock has obviously already had a severe reaction as well. No matter what they did in terms of response, the press was going to amplify the negatives of the response, as they should. They have gotten the response far from perfect, so I think they deserve some blame and are owning up to some blame there. In terms of some of the other developments, the class action suits I do not think are surprising for this type of event. The C-suite share sales, again, I think you said if they knew, and I think that's the right way. We do not have data that shows that they did. I know how it looks, but I continue to think that it's plausible that the executives did not know, given the timing and given that it appears that when the breach was first discovered, it was discovered at a much smaller level or thought to be a smaller deal initially inside the company.
Jeff, we have to sort of go through the range of possibilities. If they did know, they deny that, of course, but if they did know, and let's war game this out, what would that mean for you?
For sure, it's a negative for the executives. I do not think that if they knew that that's a material change relative to our view on the stock here, given how much it's already pulled back. I think the bigger deal is, as you pointed out, that the specific software vulnerability that was the source of entry was publicly known as of March, and they did not discover this breach until late July. That could potentially raise some legal liabilities, I would think. I'm not an attorney, but that I think would be a bigger risk than the CEO or the executive suite, not the CEO, share sales.